STAKK Nation,
Champions.
welcome back to the channel. Okay, today we're talking about sugar.
I want some sugar. Give me some sugar.
Yes, that's how all you fat individuals are.
How you gonna start out with fat, man? Come on.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Is calling someone fat an insult?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Never ask. If a woman
Okay,
tells
okay,
you
pause,
the way I
pause.
look fat,
Pause.
tell her you look beautiful.
Nah. We need to come back to Oxford Dictionary situations, man. Check this out. If someone calls you black, is that an insult?
No, it's not. You're black.
Oh, why is that?
Black to be black. I'm proud to be black.
Okay, pause. Let's roll back. If someone calls you skinny, is that an insult?
I used to think it was an insult because I used to be skinny.
These are descriptive terms. How can someone describe you if they cannot use a word to describe how you look like?
Oh, look at you, man. Putting that psychology on me.
It's not psychology. It's basic. You know what I mean? Listen, man. People have taken this term and they have made it what they want it to be. Once upon a time, I was fat. Fat is not good. Fat is not healthy for you.
Once upon a time, I was skinny.
Yeah.
Skinny is not good. Skinny is not healthy for you.
You can look at it as that way. You know what I mean? This is true. So now you have to bring yourself to a certain point, right?
Yeah.
I cannot say it's an insult. You see what I'm saying? That's like saying, oh, I have a fever this morning. And then, and then you say, oh, do you want to have a fever? No. How do you avoid a fever? Make better choices that will, maybe keep you away from that. But saying someone is a sick person cannot be an insult. They're sick. They're in a hospital. You understand? My whole point here is, no matter how you feel about fat, it is clogging your artery. What is the arteries?
Arteries.
Arteries, right?
You have a lot of them.
Yes. So, no matter how you feel about the word fat, when it has captured your soul, nobody gives a shit. Okay?
Just like sugar.
Just like sugar. Sugar, which the US government also now recognizes that it is unhealthy.
Finally, really?
Yeah, it's unhealthy, man. It's unhealthy. We cannot be letting people just consume sugar like this. In other words,
Did you know that sugar used to be money?
yeah, at some point they were trade by barter, was it not?
Yeah. Continue.
But no, you're good. In other words, the US government is calling all of you fat. Okay? And we need your fat asses to cut down.
And them sugar.
So we're gonna crank up the prices on this sugar. So
Really?
So your poor ass cannot afford it. So no longer they're calling you fat and poor. I'm reaching with this one.
Fat and keeping you poor.
Yeah, exactly. You're fat and we're gonna keep you poor, so that you can shrink down. It's almost like they're trying to implement a starvation mechanism. Let's not call it starvation mechanism, but if you take this to the extreme, you can see that by controlling what people eat, you can control how they will look like, which is insane.
Taking that money away from you.
Okay, but is this the best way to be going about this? Because you see, there are now cities with soda taxes, and these cities with soda taxes saw sales of sugary drinks fall as those prices rose. Right.
Really? I thought taxes started from taxing the rich, 5%. So now we've gone past just that to now taxing.
You can tax anything that you don't want. We're now using taxation for enforcement.
Ooh.
Or how would you say enforcement by taxation?
Wow.
That's where we are.
Regulation, huh?
Yeah.
Same thing with crypto.
Pretty much. Pretty much. But then the question is, how genuine is this? Right? So this article here is saying that soda taxes are meant to discourage people from drinking too much soda. Meant to discourage people from drinking so much soda. Listen, I know I just called everybody fat by the beginning of this show. But I also think that it is your choice to be fat if you want to be.
Boom. And it's your choice to be skinny if you want to be.
Yeah, that is not any of our business. Okay? We might call you fat, but it is really not our business at the end of the day.
It's the descriptive terminology.
Exactly.
It's the truthification.
It is the government's job to make sure that you have the opportunity to buy the sugar. it is not their job to tell you when or how much of the sugar you should buy or consume.
That is not the government job.
Yes.
That is against America. As a matter of fact, it's also not the government job to approve or keep pushing all the sugar into the system.
Exactly.
Because they are the ones pushing the sugar into the system.
And that's the thing. This sugar situation can be reduced without the taxes, right? And we're going to get into that in a little bit here. Other ways that this could be handled, other than trying to make you poor
and fat at the same time.
And claim that this is about taxes. So you see, this is supposed to discourage people from drinking too much sugar, which is linked to a host of bad health outcomes. Cities that imposed the taxes saw a 33% decrease in the sale of sugary drinks.
Wait a second though, I'm mad. Why did they come after Fanta? Fanta is one of my favorite.
Well, I think I guess this person that posted this thing here used Fanta as their, you need to lay off Fanta, man. Should I put Coca-Cola or something?
Sure.
You should definitely put Coca-Cola. Well, let's look at the situation that the U.S. government is in right now. Why would you say it is important for them, or why do they perceive this as an important undertaking at this point in time, given the state of various things in the economy and the world at large?
I'm telling you, man, I would never have picked this topic as a discussion item if I've not studied Bitcoin, because Bitcoin just continues to open your eyes to what's wrong about society.
Right.
Bitcoin was created to save us from what governments are doing to our money and to our lives.
Right.
And your question is exactly that. It matters because the government is one of the main reasons why we have all these products. Because nothing goes to market without government regulations.
Yes.
The food that you eat goes through FDA, USDA to get approved. So it's the same governments that are allowing these products in the market.
So you're saying that then the government could just go, hey, FDA, any products that have this much sugar, we're not going to approve for market consumption.
Or type of sugar.
Yeah.
So there's the natural sugars and there's the sweeteners and the artificial sweeteners.
Exactly.
That is actually the ones killing people, not the natural sugars. All the fake ones that are in the products.
And so by doing that, then they could now essentially reduce this sugar in these drinks, help people maintain their health, and not tax them.
Boom, because the same government that is able to print money to go to war with all the wars that we have going on,
right?
The same government that's able to print money to pay for all this care that they supposedly have for those that are, poor and unhealthy,
right?
Could also stop printing that money and stop deflating the value of the value of your money,
of course,
and just fix it at that point.
Okay. There's a few scenarios that I want to run by you here, okay? And I hope that by the end of this, everybody just sees the outcomes of what happens in this situation here, okay? Let's say then that this article is true, and people go, well, we're not going to buy these sugary drinks anymore because of the taxes and such, right? Who suffers in that case?
You suffer.
I think the companies that are selling these things will suffer.
They will always find ways because remember they're the one that put the government people in there.
Yeah, I understand totally, right? But just roll with me on this one.
Yep.
Right. We'll go one analog step at a time.
All right, analog steps.
They're saying here that because of this increase in taxes, okay, the sales have fallen 33%.
Of the product, yes.
The sales of these products have fallen 33%. That would be a 33% reduction in
sales by the corporations.
Right. That is affecting profits.
Affecting taxes as well.
Right? Yes, exactly. And we know that these people do not like their taxes to be affected. Okay? If there is a 33% decline in the sales, you're right. It's also affecting
the government itself.
The government, right? Okay. So government taxes is now low. This is like stabbing yourself.
Yes.
And pretending that you're trying to help the situation for someone else.
Boom.
But this is where it gets extremely sinister. Okay.
Oh shit. Continue.
Let us say the companies go, oh, you know what? Because of these massive taxes,
Yep.
we're not making as much profit as possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're going to reduce the sugar in these drinks,
Hmm.
right? They reduce the sugar in the drinks and bring it back to the shelves.
Okay.
They start advertising it like, hey, we have reduced sugar in this thing, blah, 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 and everything else like that.
Hmm.
Will the government go back and take back those taxes?
They never do. They keep it.
Thank you. They'll keep it. So even if they were going to help you, they can reduce the sugar and still keep the taxes.
They will. They always do.
They always do, right?
Yeah.
So
remember we talked about those paper bags and the plastic bags that the stores charge us 5 cents for?
exactly, right?
It's not gone now.
It's not gone.
It's still there.
That's actually a really good example. So the question here is, do these people really care about their fats, or is this just another scheme to steal from the people?
We'll let you answer the question.
Let us know in the comments down below. You know, because I think that this is one of those things where you lose a right or you get pushed to one corner and you will never come back.
Never.
It.
It's another example.
This is another tax. It's like gas guzzler tax. Okay, they said people who buy cars that consume a lot of gas will have to pay a gas guzzler tax to buy, V8 cars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the same time, they were also pushing for cars to be more efficient.
Mm.
A lot of those gas guzzler cars now are actually consuming gas at a rate that is below the requirements for what gas guzzler tax was before.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's really in the range of cars that were not considered gas guzzlers back then.
Mm-hmm.
Have they taken away the gas guzzler tax?
Actually, they actually charge you the tax now when you buy the car before you even gas gas. Which is a book crap. Like, what if you never drove the car? You just bought it as a collectible.
It's continuous robbery. It's continuous robbery. When does it end? This system does not work. Now, of course, we know that the IRS is just I don't think they're doing good. They recently hired an army of people.
8,000.
That has to be funded somehow.
What's an Elizabeth Warren's army?
Yeah, that has to be funded somehow. And the only way to fund that is by adding more taxes somewhere while printing more money.
The problem is that they're taxing the corporations, they're taxing the individuals.
Yeah.
The corporations always transfer those taxes to the individuals, so the individuals get taxed twice.
Yeah.
Not only are you paying the government taxes, the corporations have also increased their taxes through inflation or shrinkflation,
right,
which still impacts the users. So you're the supposed civilian that the governments are protecting, get double taxed, get double punished. Because corporations don't pay taxes. They don't want to pay taxes because they feel like they've added that value to the community and they should not be getting taxed for adding value. The solution is literally at the root cause.
Yeah.
But the source of the problem is the government itself.
Absolutely.
But no, taxes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is insane. We hope you open your eyes to these things. I think there's just going to become a point where a lot of things will be unaffordable. A lot of people are going to get priced out of the market. I don't know about you guys, but I think that everyone definitely needs to be working on a strategy. For me personally, I'm definitely thinking of strategies as to how I can circumvent this insanity that is coming our way. And that ranges all the way from just buying Bitcoin to actually doing business outside of the America. Did you know that once you're a multinational company, the tax strategy is different for you?
And if you hire the right tax person, heck yeah. Why do you think Walmart and Apple and those guys hardly ever pay any taxes?
They don't pay any taxes. Or you could be somewhere where the tax rules are favorable, like almost no taxes for your business. And then it's now foreign.
El Salvador,
foreign
Dubai.
wealth. Exactly.
List goes on.
There is strategies out there. And I think that this is extremely disappointing because all this is doing is giving more and more people options or the thoughts of looking outside of America. This is not great for America's growth.
I keep
Carry on.
saying everything we do on this show is not anti-America. It just tells us that the government that we have currently in America is what's worsening the case.
Yeah, we have people in leadership right now that are anti-America, to be honest, because
Anti the current America, not the fact that the America as a corporation.
it's anti the American. Yeah, I'm saying it more like anti the American people,
Yeah.
because it is no secret right now that the American public is frustrated. Nobody in America is about to tell me that what we are seeing here is what they imagine America to be, or the direction we should be heading in.
Mm.
So we can all stop pretending that someone is against the U.S. government. It's insane. Okay, this is just straight up theft from your own people at that. When you look at the money that they would print out, and I mean, recently it just came out that Biden just bypassed Congress to sell more weapons.
To Ukraine.
Is it Ukraine or Israel?
Oh, well.
Right, one of them, either one of them. Okay. I mean, look at the sense of urgency. Look at how much this person violated all the rules to assist another nation. Meanwhile, your own nation is here struggling. And this is what we are given.
This doesn't even matter. It's like
Yeah.
the lists.
People are fat in America, so we're gonna tax people to reduce their fat. Okay, get the fuck out of here, man.
Cool. Wake up.
Wake up, people. Anything else you want to add to this one, Double?
Man, that's fire, man. Just leave Fanta alone. That's all I can add.
Still leave Fanta alone.
Fanta. Don't you want no Fanta?
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an incredible one. Okay. As you can see, our STAKK banner is sitting there looking fat. I would like for you to click on it, please. Well, not click on it, just click on our subscribe button. Click on our follow button as well on Twitter. Right? We are staying active there. Or that, X. And of course, we are also on Spotify as STAKK. Until next time, praise it out.
Double O.